Hey guys, it's been a hard week. I've been coughing a lot, like way more than I wish. I've had a little bit of a little bit of a throat thing, but I'm hoping that today won't be that bad. Welcome if you are watching live, by the way. I'm Carty, your friendly neighborhood photographer. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Today is all about you. Today is all about photo reviews. If you're a photographer that is a part of this whole collective, a part of this Carty crew, you might have submitted some photos and you might have been wanting a little bit of my insight. Today's the day for you. We are doing photo reviews from the Discord. If you want to have your photos reviewed, it's pretty simple. Join my Discord. You'll find the link in the show notes. Connect your YouTube to your Discord, which you do through Discord. Just Discord settings, connections, add YouTube. And then you have to become a member here. Becoming a member here is how you submit photos. And as you're about to see, the photo reviews that I do are super intensive, super helpful, and are beneficial for you even if you haven't submitted photos. So I'm glad you're here. All right. Hope you guys are ready for no doubt your favorite issue episode of the week. We call it Real Photo Reviews. What we're going to do today is really dive deep into the Discord and see what you guys have been up to since last week, since the last time I checked my submissions folder. If time permits, I'm going to look through the subscriber submissions. I hope time permits. I have no idea how many photos are here. Let's go back to our last, I guess the last thing that I saw. Ludo, I think the last thing that I would have seen is right about here. We have some photos from Dwayne. All right, Dwayne. Let's look at it. Dwayne's first submission. I like this a lot, Dwayne. There's definitely a vibe here. Let's look at this full size. There's definitely a vibe here. I want you to watch your center composition. This is very much dropped in the center of the frame. What I'm hoping for is for you to be thinking about offsetting your subject either this way or this way. This also very much is a vertical picture. You'll notice here that if this was a picture that was vertical, because people are vertical, and you crop him right there, now it feels a little bit more like a magazine cover. There's nothing that's really... Look at this guy. Oh my
God
God.
fucking no.
Why are you giving me grief, man? Get off my stream. Go, 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 go. Jesus. You can see here that the information that's happening on camera left here and camera right here, there's nothing important here. In fact, this is just all distracting. If this is who we're trying to take photos of, I want you to be getting rid of what's not important and what's making this a snapshot. I want you to be thinking about taking pictures more so. I want you to be thinking about making pictures more so than taking pictures. This feels, sorry guys, feels a little bit like a snapshot. I want you to be thinking more like photographs, okay? That's our first picture from our man, Dwayne. Let's look at another from Dwayne, yeah? All right, Dwayne. Dwayne's second picture. I like the concept. I like the idea. Again, this is a vertical picture. You see people go up and down, but you're holding the camera horizontally. You're dropping your subject dead center. It's the most basic composition. I'd love you, appreciate you, Dorch. I'd love you to bias your subject one side or the other to force your subject or force your viewer to look through. Put your subject here. Gets rid of this distraction, which I'm sure you didn't want to be in the background. If you look over here, there's nothing important. If you look over here, there's nothing important. Really, This is a vertical picture. I want you to try to shoot vertical for a while, especially when you're shooting people, and work on not dropping your composition dead center. The next thing is that this is shot at high noon. It's noon. And how I can tell is because the shadows are going directly underneath the subjects, and you see the super hard shadow here. You see the super hard shadows on his face. It's because he's lit with sun at the wrong time of day. I would shoot in shade. I'm about to make a video about why shooting in shade is so important. I'm hoping to get that out before the week is out, but oh my God. Yeah, this is 12 noon. I want you to shoot over here where the shade is instead of where the sun is. All right, my guy, that is 2 photographs from Dwayne. I hope you find that helpful, my guy. If I had to choose my favorite between the 2, it's tricky because there's a bit of mistakes in each one. I would say this one is just a little bit more compelling as far as a portrait, but again, make sure that your photographs are vertical. Shoot vertical for a while. I think you need it. I think that would super benefit you, Mr. Dwayne. All right. Ludo says, my participation for the next episode. All right, Ludo. Let's see Ludo's photographs. I like this. This is nice street photography. This girl is very pretty. She definitely has a vibe. I also like the depth of field between these people. I know you're cropping this. You've made this an 8 by 10 for me, or a 9 by 12. Looking at this as a cover, it's nice. There's just a little bit. I would love you to go down just a bit. If you have cropped this picture, I'd love you to push her headline here just a little bit down to give us just a little bit more room for the masthead. Not too far. You could drop her about here. But this is a really, really strong first image. We're cropping her running shoe. I'd really like to see the rest of her toe, which means you would have to come around this way a little bit, which means it affects this here, which I'm sure you're not trying to do. It's tricky. You might have to just back up just a touch in order to get this, and also making sure that this stuff back here is not as distracting. This is a good attempt, Ludo. I like it a lot. A very good attempt. Let's look at another photograph from Ludo. By the way, if you want to have your photographs reviewed, you have to do what this is telling you right now. Become a member, join the Discord, connect your Discord to YouTube, and then you'll see my submission folders. This is a cool idea, Ludo. I like this. I like this. I like that this is a nice double page spread. It really feels good as a double page. If you guys see what this would look like as a double page spread, you'll see this is my gutter. And you see this fits 2 pages in a magazine perfectly. You know, the umbrella can be the main focus, which is more than fine. I like it. I think it's a great capture. So far, this is my favorite. It's super interesting. You get an 11 on this one. I like this one a lot. Good shit. All right, Ludo. All right, mister. You're raising your bar. I like this a lot. This is a great capture. This is really interesting. I think that this is really, really interesting, Ludo. I like this a lot. This is really strong capture. I like this. Let's look at it as a cover. It's a great interior designer sort of a magazine kind of a picture. It's a great cover. I like this. This wins. This works for me. You should be really thrilled with this picture, Ludo. The reflection, the shooting through the glass, the leading line, the chairs upside down, and of course this reflection. I really think it's a really strong picture. This is another absolute 11. I like this picture very, very, very much. You should be thrilled with this, Ludo. This is great. I'm going to be muting myself every time I cough. All right, let's look at Ludo's last photo. I thought I had gotten over the coughs for the year, honestly. This is a great capture, Ludo. I like this a lot. Really nice focus. Really great blue eyes on this boy. I really like it. My only issue is just a little bit too much. I need a little bit of clearance here because this is a cover. I want you to think of every vertical picture as a cover. And you can see just based on where the cover drops, you need to give your photos a little bit more headspace. Again, I know you've cropped this for me. Because of where you've dropped this photo, there's not much room for you to go up and down with him. So I want you to be watching that. Think of you're giving space for cover art. I know it's not for a cover yet, but I need you to know that you will be shooting covers soon. So I want you to be thinking about that with every one of your vertical pictures. You'll hear me saying that again and again today, guys. All right, that's another photo from Ludo. I think that's Ludo's last photo. And oh my goodness, I have to now pick a favorite. Shit, why are you going to make me do this? I have to now pick a favorite. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, okay, it's down to these two. It's down to 2 photos, Ludo. It's this picture is absolute fire. You should be thrilled with this picture. This is absolutely amazing. And this picture, for me, is your showstopper. This is absolutely, absolutely amazing. You should be thrilled, thrilled, thrilled with this photo. Two amazing photographs from Ludo. Thank you for 4 amazing photographs. Ludo submitted 4, but those are my 2 favorites. By the way, if you guys are tuned in live, I apologize for not saying hello to you. I'm trying to get right into the content, but hello. Hope you guys are having a good day. Hope you guys are having a good day. Let's get it on. Who's next? Isla says, from today's photo walk with Carty, it was very inspiring and educational. Great meeting all of you, and I look forward to more of these. Photographs from Isla. Isla, it was great meeting you too, my guy. You have a great energy to you. You're very calm. I really liked your vibe. Let's go, Isla. Isla's first photo from the photo walk, and it's me. Why do you got to go take pictures of me? Let's go, Maravilla. Glad you're here. Look at that photo. This is a great capture of me. I really like this a lot. I mean, I am a little center focused. I'd like if you biased me maybe a little bit over and then cut Izzy like about here. Oops. Cut Izzy maybe here. So you can still see that she's shooting, which would bring me over to about here. And that gets me off the gutter. The gutter is right here. That's the absolute center of the photo, because we're trying to basically just push the photo over a little bit. We'll still have our gutter dropping here. It's a very great capture though. It's very great. I like this a lot. It's weird because it's me. But the fact that you have this amazing direct light on me and all these subjects that are shooting me in shade, it's really great. It's really great. The body language is great. I've posed for a couple of pictures in my life for photographers. I don't mind this picture at all. It's really great. That's super strong. You should be very happy, Isla. This is really great. Isla's first photo. Yeah? Yeah. Let's go. Isla. Let's see more from this character, yes? Another picture from Isla. All right. Oh, so sharp. Isla, super sharp, man. I just, again, really want to see this man here, around here. I want you to just push him into this side. Try not to drop your most important thing in the center. There's such great leading line This patch of blue is great. I just want the whole photo slid over, and that's going to reveal more darkness and more of what's happening in here, which I think would be very, very valuable to make this shot like next level. The light on his face is great. I took you guys out at a time where this direct sun, if we got it, would be actually quite nice. This is a great shot. For me, it's a 10. It would be an 11 if it was offset. Again, I want his head dropped right around like here. I hope that helps, Isla. Let's look at another one from you, Mista. Pictures from Isla from my photo walk. I know this character. Jeez Louise. Great shot, Isla. Lewis says, hello, I'm new here. How to get your photos reviewed? Well, first of all, Lewis, I'm going to say again, you have to become a member here on YouTube, then join my Discord, connect your YouTube to my Discord, and then you'll get access to my submission folders. I do submissions once a week. The episode has started, so if you're trying to submit already, it's too late. I'm not looking at photos that you submit after 6 p.m., but I will look at them next week. This is a great shot. Great shot. Again, Isla, I think that I need to be offset. I'm too dead center, and because I'm looking this way, it's like I want me to be pushed over here. So I'm here with my hat here, and that's going to cut out Izzy, but it's going to reveal the people who I'm talking to, because you can see I'm projecting my energy that way, and dropping me right in the center makes you feel like you're losing what's happening on this side of the frame. I like how you put Izzy in the foreground out of focus. It is dope, but I think you need to shoot this picture vertical, because there's also very much a vertical picture here. If you see, if you see this crop here and you see this crop here, you can see very much that that's a vertical picture. So again, learning when to shoot vertical, when to shoot horizontal, and switching back and forth quickly is a thing. Also, when you make your horizontal pictures, make sure that there's no cropping. Horizontal is the full frame. There's no cropping in, because horizontal is 2 pages in a magazine. So make sure you're not cropping your horizontal pictures. I don't think that you are. I think this is all full frame. All right, my guy. Let's look at another one, shall we? We got 2 more from Isla. This is a picture I'm going to steal because it's me. I'm going to have to use it. This is great. It's a little dark in here in exposure. The exposure on me is okay. It could be just a touch brighter, like maybe 20% or maybe 15% brighter here. There's a little bit of brightness that I'd like to have, but I know you're trying to not make this background too, like you want it to remain black. I do like where the light's coming in. Like, this is a really cool capture. It really is. Like, it's a dope photo. Look at it as a cover. Let's look at this as a cover. Oops. This is strong. Really strong, Isla. Again, I agree, Griffin. Really beautiful natural light. Like 100%. 100%. I 100% agree. This is really great. Really great. You should be thrilled with this capture. All right, let's get into... By the way, this is my favorite so far. This is compositionally perfect. Compositionally perfect. I love this picture a lot. Not just because it's me. Not just because it's me. It's compositionally strong. I brought that pop-up background for the photographers who came to be able to have like a non-distracting background. White side, black side. We pretty much shot white. I mean, shot black the whole time. Good shot, Isla. Really great. And Isla's last picture. This is different. I like the energy of it, though. I like the texture. I sent the crew who came to my photo walk on an assignment to shoot line, shape, form, texture, and color. I really love this. I really love the texture. You really nailed this. The focus is great. It has everything. It has everything. It's got great leading line. The color's great. The tone is great. The texture's great. It has everything. And again, this is one of those absolute banger photographs. I love this a lot. This is great. Great, 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 Isla. Great. So, here we go. I have to choose my favorite photos, Isla. And I'm going to go strictly on what I think are the best technically. The best technically, okay? I'm going to say the best technically. This is by far your absolute showstopper. This is your absolute showstopper without question at all, Isla. This is absolutely amazing. Amazing. And my second is got to be this one. And yes, it is me. And this isn't just to feed my ego. If this was anyone else in this shot with this same sort of angle and the same composition, I would have rated this one as well. This is absolutely great. I really do like this. And the low angle actually works for this photo. I rarely like low angle, but this actually is super effective. So you absolutely nailed it. Those are some photos from a photographer named Isla. Let's go, Isla. You should be very thrilled with that work, my guy. Very, very good. Very good. Whew, but there's more. Andrew, all the way from South Africa. Andrew says, just one random little photo from me. Andrew, I really like the tone here. I feel like you're almost there with the double page. If you look at this, if you look at the gutter and where the gutter falls right here. So I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to give me a great double page spread. You can see how this subject needs to get pushed over just a touch. He needs to be like right here. This is where his shoulder, his arm, and his leg needs to be, which gives you enough room, enough space from the gutter. Your head space is still okay, although with a double page spread, you could afford to go up just a touch higher. He's also turning his face into the light, but away from you. So I'm wondering, in this context, if you should be shooting in the other way, or if you should grab your light and move your light on the other side, so your light's coming in from this side. I would really like to see his face turned a little bit more on the 3/4 axis, so I can actually see a little bit more of his face. And the fact that he's holding his face makes it's like, it's a pose that we don't do. It's fake. We don't, like, you know what I mean? So try to get almost like a little bit more real with your poses. And when they're styled like this, a nice real off moment, him scratching his head, him like adjusting his pockets, like something that just makes it feel a little bit more natural. The touching of the face is just, it's so often done, but it just ends up making a really amazing photograph look a little posed, you know? So something to watch out for. I do love it. The tone is great. A little bit more, I would move it a little bit that way. Just a touch. And again, head a little bit that way and not touching his face. Small things, but it's a great capture. You should be thrilled. It's a great, great capture. All right, that's a picture from Andrew all the way from South Africa. My brother says, he didn't say anything with this photo. It's just a random bee in his yard. This looks like he shot with a phone. Yes, it looks like he shot with a phone. Less the tonal range and everything will be so much better when you shoot. When I know it's not often, you can't shoot with your Canon all the time. It just makes your stuff so much more punchy. Pacific Madrone or Arbutus Tree. Not dinner. Chalet looking through the glass. This is gorgeous. Are you saying that this is Chalet's photo, Les, or yours? This looks very much like it's shot with your Canon. The composition is great. The composition is great in this photo. Look at it as a cover. It's great. Like, super strong. I love this photo a lot. It gets the smoke. I think also this photo would be great in black and white. I think it would be great in black and white. The exposure's a little low here. I would love it to have just a touch more exposure. And again, black and white would be killer for this image. Killer, killer, killer. But it's very, very good. Very good. Oh, these are your photos, but there's a photo of Chalet through the looking glass. Thank you for the offset. This is great, Les. This crab is great. You said it's not dinner. Got it. You could have backed up just a touch still. Looking at this, looking at the gutter, which is right here. You can see it's just bumping the gutter. I think you could have backed up just a touch or shot this vertical. Easily shot this vertical. It's tricky because I don't know if you placed this or if you found this existing. Either way, it's incredible. Like, this is the quality that I know that you can give me, my brother. This is really great. It's such a difference than when you're shooting with your phone. Like, it's such a difference. The quality is such a difference. I just almost don't want you to shoot with it or submit with it because I know how good you can be when you're shooting with your real camera, you know? All right, let's get into another photograph from my brother. Les says this, Chalet through the looking glass. It's hard to catch focus always when you're shooting through glass. You miss the focus on her a little bit. Her expression is hilarious. The shot overall is a great, great shot. Steve, no worries, my guy. I'm glad that you came and popped in, however short, my guy. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, Les said that he found the shellfish, he found the crab dead, and he can't move it because he has a deathly shellfish allergy because he can't touch them. Bro, this is a great shot. It's funny that she's got such a funny expression. We did miss the focus, as I said. It's tricky when you're shooting through glass because it does trick the sensor, but it is an interesting photo. Again, I just want you to watch that composition so you're not dropping your subject dead center in the frame. All right, my guy. Let's get into, that's Les's third photo. If I had to pick my favorite, ooh, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. If I had to pick my favorite, Les, it's got to be the tree. It's got to be the tree. I want to see this one in black and white. If you want to send me the raw file, I'll definitely process this one in black and white. For sure. This is great, 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 great shot. This is, I will call your 10 out of 10. It gets the smoke, and I will call it your best photo. Dope, 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 dope. By the way, guys, if you're not on my mailing list, I took a poll at the beginning of this show. How many of you are on my mailing list? If you're not on my mailing list, it's free to join. Just put in your email address. I'll send you inspirational photography stuff to your inbox every Saturday. You can get better at photography in 5 minutes a week. Just read my posts. It's inspiring. I put a lot of effort into it, and I've been doing it consistently for 7 months in a row. So join the party. All right, let's see what else we got in the Discord. Isla says some end of summer moments. All right, Isla's got some more photos in the submission. Let's go, Isla. This is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Really strong capture. I like this a lot. I like the backlighting. I like the depth of field. I mean, this is one of those subjects where it's really difficult for you to shoot it any other way than center focused. You can't really offset this, but it's a great capture. It's a great capture. Exposure-wise, I would love it to have just a little bit more pop. I feel like it could have just a little bit more pop, and also color balance wise, because it's sunset and you've just lost your light. Because it's sunset, it feels cold because shade is cold. And when the sun goes down, the color temperature drops. So you have to increase the color temperature in order to make this not feel like the overall scene is like blue or cold. Increase your color balance to make this feel warm. And I promise you that will change everything. Up the color balance. Oh, I appreciate that, Stephen C. Up the color balance to around 7,000K, 7,500K, and I think that you'll be winning. But this is a great capture. I like this very, very, very much. All right, let's see another one from Isla. Yeah, there's great shots here, Isla. It's a great little bee shot. Great detail. Last moments of summer. Really great sharpness. Really great. Look at this as if it was offset right here. Like this composition is the composition I'm thinking about if it was cropped closer. It is dropped a little center. This flower is dropped a little center. I would love to see that flower right about here. I do see this beautiful depth of field that you have happening here with the yellow, but we move this stem over to here, you're still going to see that. It's just going to be through these trees. The sharpness on this bee is amazing. You should be absolutely thrilled. This is amazing. And again, I'm going to give it an 11 out of 10. It's very interesting. Again, I just think it's a bit center focus. All right, let's look at another from Isla. Hope you guys are finding these photo reviews helpful. Hope you're finding them helpful. If you're not finding them helpful, do let me know why. If you're agreeing with some of the things that I'm saying, if you're disagreeing with some of the things I'm saying, I'm interested. We're all photographers. Everybody has an opinion. I've been doing it for 3 decades, though, so... Isla, this is one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites. Again, this sunburst is great. Would this sunburst be as effective if it was here? Absolutely. Would it be as effective if it was up here? Absolutely. I would just offset this picture. It's a small thing, but you'll see when you offset your horizontal compositions just how much stronger the photography is. All you need to do is just put that important thing not dead center. That's all I'm asking. Don't put the important thing dead center. I appreciate that, Maravilla. Let's go. So yeah, this is a great shot. You should be thrilled. I love the sunburst. I love the details of the light that's on here. Like, it's so beautiful. It's so mysterious. This is one of my favorite shots that I've seen from you so far. So you should be thrilled. You should be thrilled. This is a banger, banger, banger of a photo. Banger. I absolutely agree with you, Puppet. It's absolutely lovely. I agree with you, Tony, as well. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. My word, these coughs. I've been pretty good at hiding them, though. All right, let's see who else we got here. One last photo here from our man, Isla. Isla, this is gorgeous. Really gorgeous. It's a little center focused, but it's still gorgeous. I love it. Like, such a great idea. It's very cold, again, because you're shooting now just in the hints of night. I don't mind it. I love what's happening over here. I'm wondering what this would look like if you shot it a little bit offset. Like, maybe it's offset like this. You can see that is a composition idea. Also offset on this side. Right about there. When you're shooting horizontal, again, I think it works offset better this way because now we can open an article, you know? Yeah, the article. Robin, when you open a magazine, magazines have 2 pages, right? And the most real estate that a photographer can get in a magazine is a double page spread. It's the coveted double page spread. It's almost as important as a cover. So, in order to get double page spreads, you can't drop your important stuff in the center of the magazine because that's where the gutter goes and you lose a lot of information. So, especially with people, you can't shoot a person and drop a face right in the center because there's nowhere for it to go in the magazine instead of on one half of one page. So I made a whole video about it. It's called Rules for Getting Published, which really outlines exactly what I continue to talk about here during these photo reviews. People ask, what comes first, the chicken or the egg? Meaning, what comes first? You get hired by a magazine and then you learn how to shoot for magazines, or you look like you shoot for magazines already and magazines hire you. It's the latter, by the way. It's the second one. Art directors don't have time to do the teaching that I'm doing right now as far as how to shoot to layout. They don't have the time. Either you know how to shoot to layout or you don't, which is the difference between you getting hired to shoot for a magazine or not. Because I shoot for magazines, I know magazine rules. I'm trained that way. And the people who submit photos, many of them are trying to get to that next level. So I'm continually coaching about center composition verticals because yes, it works on the web, but it doesn't work in print as well. I hope that helps. All right. So, Isla, this is the original photo, and I gave you a couple of different crop options, just a little bit of a punch in and offset it that way. I think to me, that's the magic. And I want you to be learning in camera how to continually to see like this composition on the fly. I mean, we can't do it every single time, but as often as we can, we have to avoid dropping our most important thing in the center. All right, I have to pick my favorite shot from Isla from these submissions. Ooh, well, it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but I think it's pretty unmistakable for this one right here. That's the picture. That's the picture. That is for sure your best photo from that set, Isla. And a very close second is this one. A very, very close second is this one. Well played. Well played. Well played. All right. Let's get into Alice. Alice says, the first 2 shots are a continuation of my Atlas and Astronaut self-portrait series. Then I'm sharing some mushroom photos I got while I was camping. It was the same weekend as these astronaut photos. This is great. I love the sense of humor in these photos, Vicky. This is really great. I know also you're shooting self-portraits, so getting yourself framed exactly, getting the offset is really tricky. I like this a lot. I'm just trying to give you some composition options. Like, look at, I'm going to hide my camera. Look at this composition. And do you see how absolutely powerful this is now with the offset? And you can see, because we have this monochromatic here, we can have the article in the magazine go right here. And this is still our main focus, but it leads you into the picture. And also the beautiful leading line of this bush brings you right to her right there. So this is an amazing capture. I would crop it differently. Again, that's the whole photo. I would for sure take out the sky here and offset. And you see I'm doing that right here. Taking out the sky and then taking her off the center. And even look what it looks like right there. Just a little bit lower, like right there. To me, that's the shot. Do let me know if you agree. What's up, Richard? I'm glad you're here. Do let me know if you agree. This is an amazing, amazing photo, Vicky. You have the resolution to recrop this. I love it. I think it's DOPE. Dope. Should be thrilled. You should be absolutely thrilled with this photo, Vicky. I love it a lot. All right, let's get another photo from Vicky. By the way, you guys are getting a little bit of the behind the scenes right now. This is my desk. This is where I broadcast. This is what it looks like from my side of the fence. Oh, Vicky, this is gorgeous. Let's go. This is great. I love this a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Vicky's been through my mentorship program. Vicky did 3 months with me. And I'm telling you, I push Vicky incredibly difficult. Like, I push her very hard. Look at this photo. This is absolutely insane, Vicky. You should be so thrilled. I know you shot this probably with your 16 millimeter or your 11, just based on how some of these trees are bending. Like, you have some crazy bending happening over here. But oh my God, do I love it. This is... this right now is, you get this, you get the smoke. This is amazing, Vicky. Amazing. Amazing. One of your best from this series. Would I straighten the trees? I don't think so. I don't think so. I like the idea that it's kind of bending. I might punch in a bit, to be honest. That's really the only thing that I would do. I might punch in a bit. Like, kind of a little bit more like this, just to see her just a little bit more, lower her on the horizon. But I don't want to take away that river, which looks so amazing. Like, I would kind of drop it in around there. Let me know if you guys agree. This is the whole photo. I would punch in maybe around here. Do let me know what you think. I love this. I think this is fantastic. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. You should be thrilled, Vicky. This is, again, like, you're onto something, Vicky. Very, very proud of you. Very proud of you. And the fact that, like, your quality has jumped so high. Your quality has jumped so high. And you look, like, you see it, right? The proof's in the pudding. Look at the work right now, girl. Let's go. Vicky, what? Look at this photograph. Oh my God. Vicky, we are getting a little digital in here. I'm going to do a super zoom so you see what I mean. We are getting a little digital up here in the processing. I'm not sure what you're doing, but we're getting a little digital in here. You see these little red patches? That has to do with your processing. And also here on the white, right here, there's some digital happening. Again, that has to do with your processing. It's banding. I know it might be hard to see on stream, but you do, I can see it. It's an amazing capture. I just want to take the photo back to RAW and like reprocess it and make sure that we're getting rid of that little highlight that's saying. Let's look at it as a cover. Such an amazing shot, Vicky. Really, really, really strong. Strong, 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 strong. Should be thrilled. Again, it's like your quality has gone up amazingly. Amazingly, amazingly well. Vicky Sonic for the win. All right, two more mushrooms from Vicky. Yeah, the same digital stuff is happening here, girl. You can see it right here. Yeah, this is just a processing thing, Vicky, that's happening, how you're trying to recover the highlights. I can definitely help you do this. Let's go, D-Money. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. I can help you process and make that not so radical. I love the depth of field. Looks great as a cover. The placement is good. It's a banger. It's a banger. I just need to help you with the processing. All right, let's look at your last. Yeah, another strong double page, Vicky. Another strong double page. A little weird in the processing, which you see right here. Oops. You see right up here, here, and in here. I just want to help you fix that. That digitalness shouldn't happen. And also, if you process 16-bit, it's going to help a lot. Make sure you're processing in 16-bit. It's going to help you with your highlights. It's going to help you with your shadow. And it makes processing and recovery a lot easier. Yeah, I can help you. We can do 10 minutes in Discord while you're doing retouching, and I can help you. Easy breezy. Good shit, Vicky. You should be thrilled. Favorite. Wow. Favorite. What's the favorite? Including the very first photo. I got to grab that first photo. Including this first photo, Vicky. I think it's pretty much unquestionable. This is your best photo. This is it, Vicky, right here. No question. Absolute fire. No question. By the way, if you're watching this, subscribe if you're as obsessed about photography as we are. I have a pretty great crew of photographers from all over the world that submit photos, that watch my content. I'm trying to grow this channel to a point where it's like, you know, we have 100,000 people subscribed. We're at 11, so I appreciate your support. All right, let's get in. Vicky, great job, by the way. Great job. Let's get into some more. All right, and my brother with some more garden photos. My brother with some garden photos. This looks really great on black. I know this is shot on your phone by how it is digitizing. But great, great, great color. Great color. Great direct light. I mean, when you shoot with your phone, if you have direct sun, it's gonna help for sure. It's just once you get into the low light, that's where we really lose it. Yeah, this is, I think, your best capture. This one's the best one, for sure. For sure. Good shit, Les. Thanks for sharing. All right. Warrior Moot says, here are my AAPP submissions. Always shooting the kids, the first two pics, and my family, great niece. And then my stepbrother's bachelor party a bit ago. Never took pictures at a shooting range before, so that was fun. Photos from Warrior Moot, starting with the Bambinos. Nice shot, good focus, good focus, good focus. You're shooting in direct sun, but the direct sun is in the right spot. You can tell it's in the right spot the way that it's just going, like the shadow is just cutting his eyeball in half, which looks amazing. And also, he's not squinting. The fact that he's not squinting tells you that the light is low enough for a child to be able to look at it. So this direct light is great. It's nice long shadows. Really good placement. Let's look at it as a cover. It's a strong photo. I mean, I wish we didn't cut his ear, but I can see that you have the eyes centered, like that's what you were focused on. But I wish we had a little bit of a head angle change so he wasn't looking at, but again, he's an infant. It's difficult to get all that direction from a kid, you know? You got a great shot here. This is a good one. You should be great. You should be thrilled with this picture. All right, Warrior Moot, let's look at your next. Great, great, great. I see you cropped this to square. I'd really love to see the whole photo. Your focus is good. The depth of field is good. I'd love to see the whole photo so I see if you made it vertical or horizontal. The truck's a bit distracting, but the shot of her is great. I just want to see the whole photo. I like when I see the whole frame. It just helps me see how you're cropping so I can help you further crop. Square works when you shoot Hasselblad, like this is a square format, which is what Instagram started from based on the Hasselblad. Or, or I want to see the whole picture. The only reason I ever shoot square is really just to see what the Instagram crop looks like. So, all right. I like it though. The open shade, how you photographed in shade, it's perfect. The light's perfect. I just think the background's just a bit distracting. All right, let's get into another one from Warrior Moot. The light's great. The light's great. It's another square. Look at those eyes. So crazy. Such a powerful picture. Again, it's really difficult because it's a square crop. I really want to see the whole photo. Like there's no two ways about it. I want to see the whole photo because I want to see how you're composing. Are you biasing it left or right? When it's square, I can't tell how you're shooting it. So next submission round, let's see your photos, the full photo. Your pictures are great. You have a good understanding of light, which is great. You have a good understanding of light. I just think that I can help you a bit with your composition. I just need to know what that composition is, meaning I see the whole photo. Another square, great light, great moment. But yeah, I want to see the whole photo just because this crop doesn't tell me how the original photo was. And I don't think I would crop it this way if it was, I don't think I would crop it this way if I saw the full frame. But again, it's a very, heartfelt, beautiful moment with your kids, which is great. Shooting range shot is great. Great. This is epic. Epic. Look at the bullet flying, which is epic. Look at the composition where this is our main subject, but we have another dude out of focus here. You could rotate around this way to have them line up this way. You could rotate around this way to have them line up this way. Good spacing, good cover. It's a great shot. This is, as far as technically perfect, this is as technically perfect as I've seen. It's a great shot. Great. And you've never shot that before, so good for you. And the vertical shot perfectly. I mean, the horizontal shot perfectly. I love the offset. Look at the explosion coming out of this gun and these bullets. I like the offset. Let's get rid of the cover masthead there. If you guys could hear how many times I'm coughing and actually muting my mic, you would ask me if I'm okay. Great double page. Look at that Pellington. Look at that scope. Amazing. Great shot. Well, my guy, you did great. Great. Warrior Moot. I mean, the shooting range is your best stuff. It's so great. The kid stuff is great, but I have to give this as your best photo. I have to. This is your best photo. This is, in fact, the smoke. This gets all the love from me. This is it. This is
high quality content.
Yeah, this is my one for sure. You should be thrilled with this, man. So dope. Really great, eh? Really great. And Sebastian, our last submission from the members of the day. Last Sunday, I went to London for a photographers meeting organized by a YouTuber. I spent half day walking around central London shooting street photography, London architecture, and the other half day was spent around the meeting. The YouTuber had organized some models for us to shoot within various locations. Voted 1 and 2 are street photography, 3 and 4 the models from the meeting, and number 5 is just London. Spent the whole day taking pictures in black and white. What an incredibly satisfying experience. Great job, Sebastian. Let's have a look at this. It was a great picture. I like this vibe. It's got like a really cool community vibe. I really like the black and white aspect of it. Look at it as a cover. Let's look at this as a cover. Really strong. Like, this is just great street photography. I love the leading line. I love his leg position, how he's holding the camera, and the fact that there's people in the background that have really good depth of field. I feel like you could use a little bit more contrast. I feel like the picture is overall a little gray, but you have black, white, and gray in this photo. We just need to like tune the levels so this picture pops a little bit more. I could definitely help you process this picture and like bring a little bit more out of it. I think I'm going to do a raw processing members only stream coming up soon, because I feel like you guys need some help with your processing. Yes or yes? All right. Let me delete some of these photos here because there's too many open. Too many open. All right. Back to the Discord. Let's see what else Sebastian has. This is Sebastian, you shoot well. You have a really good sensibility. You actually shoot in a magazine style. You shoot in a magazine format. I'm not sure if you know that you do, but you do, which is great, which is really, really great. This picture is everything. What's up, Jason? Glad you're here, buddy. This picture is everything. Like, look at this as a cover. Sebastian, you're a photographer. This is no bullshit, straight up an amazing street portrait. Like, really, really, really good. I think that this is amazing. I think, again, I need to help you with your processing. It's a little gray. I want you to see the grayness in these photos. Let's go, Ricky. It's just a touch gray. And it doesn't mean that it's bad photography. It just means I need to help you with the contrast. You know, do you notice his skin is gray? His skin tone matches the wall. The black isn't quite black. It's kind of also gray. So I just want to help you get that processing right. This is you missed the focus just a touch, but I mean, I'm not complaining because it is just a really captivating, strong capture. This is great photography. Really good. All right. My God, 57% of you guys aren't on my mailing list. I'm looking at this poll. Join my mailing list right now. It's free. Can't believe that you're watching my live stream and you're not on my mailing list. That's a goddamn tragedy. All right, a few more from Sebastian. Sebastian, this is a great capture. Exposure's a bit high, meaning black skin is too light. He needs to be darker. This is also a black hat, which looks gray, which also needs to be darker. Overall, the exposure on this, I would say, is plus 2/3 of a stop. So you need to drop this exposure in the negative direction, minus 2/3 of a stop, till we start to get him looking like a black guy. That's the skin tone is just too light, but the focus is good. Exposure, I'm sure the depth of field is good. It's a great shot. It's a great catchy snap or portrait. I just want you to be a little bit more deliberate with this processing. I want this processing to snap just a little bit more. It's a great shot, though. Great. I was muted, so you couldn't hear that. Great job. Join my mailing list. All right. Guys, we got 2 more photos from our man, Sebastian. Sebastian says, this is one of the models that was brought. This is a great girl. She's got some swag. You're a little soft in the focus here. I want you to make sure that you're really nailing that focus and not shooting at a shutter speed that's causing camera shake. You're trying to focus on this close eye, and you're trying to focus right between where the white and the color is. I love the idea, the composition, everything, but the focus, like, I really need you to nail that focus. I hope you have more frames from right here, and also the processing here. It's a little underexposed. I would call this under about 1/3 of a stop. Her skin can pop a little bit more, but everything here, it's super sexy. Body language, line, how you positioned her, these flowers, the depth of field you used, everything here is also very great. It's just, you need to bump the exposure on this one just a touch. Alrighty.
I hope I don't lose my voice. I feel like it's imminent. Like I might lose my voice.
All right, one last photo. Round London. This is good leading line. Good leading line. Good, like, colorless color. You know, it's got a vibe. It's got a vibe, for sure. I think that you're a great people photographer. I'd like to see you really explore photographing people more. Really. Like, I really want, because you got it. With this, oh my God, you got it. Like, this composition, you got it. I just want you to watch the depth of field, because you're shooting at such a depth of field that the eyes are in focus, the nose is out of focus, the lips is out of focus. Like, it's cool, but if this is a client, you can't shoot at f1.2. You just can't. You can't shoot at f1.4. Like, whatever is the widest aperture you have, you can't shoot portraits that way, because the depth of focus is so narrow, and the eyes are in focus, and the rest of the face is out of focus. Like, pros don't shoot like that. It looks cool, but it's also not the sharpest aperture. Wide open is not the sharpest aperture. The sharpest aperture is 2.5 stops closed down from wide open. So you're working against yourself with shooting wide open. It's just my 2 cents. The sharpest f-stop is 2.5 stops or 2 1/3 stops down from wide open. I don't shoot wider than f4, f2.8 maybe. I'm a portrait photographer. I'm not shooting portraits at 1 point. I have a 1.2. Like, look, it's a 1.2. Canon L series, 50 millimeter, 1.2. Never on 1.2, ever. Shoot at f2 maybe, 2.5, 2.8, but never. It gives you this, which is lips that are out of focus. You know what I mean? Like, you have such just a strange focus line along the side of his face. It's like in focus, out of focus, out of focus. So you just have like this single plane of focus, which makes it like, I don't know. To me, it's too novelty and not practical. You know what I mean? It's okay to shoot with a shallow depth of field, but the shallow depth of field that you're thinking of is not 1.2 or 1.4. It's actually 2.5 or 2.8, you know? All right, guys, I hope that helps. There was so many photos here for me to review. We're actually at the end of our hour. I have a whole bunch of submissions from subscribers who aren't actually able to become members, but I have an amazing subscribers only folder, which is right here, and people who are a part of this incredible collective have been submitting photos, have been speaking amongst themselves, has been asking for help. And like, look at this incredible photo of me by Simon. Simon made some amazing photos. That's Todd, who was on the photo walk. Like, there's so many incredible people in this community, so many incredible photographs. Puppet Master, the photos that you made at this BMX event are so dope. There's so many of them. Nick, do I review corporate images? I absolutely will. Become a member and I'll definitely talk to you about these on stream. There's a couple of mistakes there that I see that I'd like to help you correct with. I'd like to help you correct. Todd pushing all kinds of different cameras. Exposure's a little low on some of these, Todd. Like, but I feel like this is your film camera. I know you were shooting Rolly. And the focus, exposure, really tricky with this camera, but you got some amazing images. So, as you see, there's tons and tons of photography here. This is from Emil, Advocate Productions. This is beautiful. Beautiful. Lou. Yeah. Guys, the Discord is popping. If you're not on my Discord, it's a cool place. It's the fastest growing Discord in the photography community, according to me, with no stats. I hope you'll join my Discord. Become a member. It's $5. I do these extensive photo reviews once a week. Like you see, I'm not just skimming the surface, saying nice picture. I'm really trying to help the photographers that watch get to the next level. Photographers that you were blown away by, Vicky, Sonic. Vicky has been watching me for 2 years. Seeing her photography grow in quality over the last 2 years, like each time she gets better, I can judge her just a little bit harder so she can get to the point. And she's already a working photographer. That's her job. That's what she does for a living. She's a working pro. But we can always get better. I hope you know that you get better every single time that you take pictures, and it never stops. I'm 53. I continually get better at photography every time I shoot. I bought the R5. Formerly, I shot with the 5D SR, same camera that you hear Tin House Studios talking about quite often. But I did upgrade to mirrorless, and I mean, for what I shoot, mirrorless is the way. And yeah, but now I want a second one and a third one and a fourth one. Yeah. Anyways, guys, gear doesn't make photos. Photographers with great ideas and a camera make photos. We can shoot with anything. It doesn't have to be the latest, greatest, but it does have to be industry standard. It has to be interchangeable lenses. It has to be not your phone. And you can be a pro. You know, again, it's hard. It's a hard journey. I think I scared a lot of people away on my last stream. A lot of people unsubscribed. Well, not a lot, like 3 people unsubscribed after my last stream because I told it like it is. Do you guys like when I tell it like it is, or would you prefer me to not talk about how hard it is to be a pro? Would you rather me sugarcoat it, or do you want truth? Would you rather me not talk about how I work until 4 o'clock in the morning? Do you want me to not talk about like the ups and downs and like how there's times and it's like feast or famine when you're a new photographer? Should I not talk about that? Like, it's hard because last stream, people unsubscribed because like I'm trying to find also the right audience. I want people who are really, if they're not trying to make a full-time living with photography, they're definitely trying to start a side hustle. They're definitely trying to think about more than just their full-time job as how they make income. Not everybody can do it, and professional photography is not for everybody. But if you're going to do it no matter what, if you're going to be a professional photographer, whether I say or anybody says the odds of like how stacked the odds are against you, if you're going to do it no matter what, then you're definitely in the right place. Because like I deal with people who are obsessed about photography. That's my favorite viewer. If you're OCD with cameras and photography, I hope you find this content for you. Guys, I'll be hanging out on the Discord throughout the rest of the evening, you know, checking your comments, commenting on stuff that you guys are posting, of course. I'll also be trying to finish this video that I couldn't work on at all today because I was working on client edits. But you know, again, I make a living doing this, and I'm blessed. Anytime I have work, I am happy. So sometimes my video releases, they come out every 3 weeks instead of every week. And the reason is 'cause I'm working. I'm working, and I also do 3 podcasts a week. One thing you'll notice, my podcasts I don't stop doing. Despite how busy I am with my work, I stop whatever I'm doing and I make sure that I'm here for you 3 days a week. So I hope you appreciate that. If you can't become a member, it's okay. There's so much free content. There's so much amazing resources on the Discord for free. Just hang out with us. That's all I'm asking. If you find this content valuable and you feel photo reviews would benefit you, consider becoming a member. Consider becoming a member. And also, by just watching my stream, I have a very generous audience. People gift memberships all the time. So by just watching one of my live streams, you might find yourself with a free membership that someone else who's a member gave to you because they want this program to grow. I hope you guys appreciate today's content. I hope you appreciate all of my content, all of my videos. If you haven't dived into my playlist, it's called Advice from a 30-Year Pro. It's my best work here on YouTube. They are my best videos here on YouTube. If you haven't seen any of my video content and you want to watch something, my Advice from a 30-Year Pro playlist is where you should start. The second one is my Making Photographs playlist, where behind the scenes, photo walks, there's going to be more content there. And again, as mentioned, I'm going to end now because I got to get into finishing this video. I got to do a voiceover so I can get this next content out to you. I'm super excited about it. I've shot a beautiful girl. I have a beautiful model in this, so I can't wait to share that with you. And yeah, it's a lighting kind of a thing. So hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for that. That's coming out soon. I'll be back here on Sunday for another episode of Behind the Picture. We start at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Join the Discord. Subscribe if you're watching and not. Make sure you call your mom and know that you get better every single time you show up. Showing up, by the way, is the hardest part. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. We'll see you soon. Appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this after the fact and you made it to the end of this video, thank you so very much. Make sure you join my mailing list. I post inspirational photography content every Saturday. I send it right to your inbox. I'm not trying to sell you anything. There's no sales funnels. It's just my newsletter. I send one a week. Appreciate you guys. I'm just trying to help you get better. If you've subscribed or become a member recently, you can hang out and perhaps see your name, like Ricky Da Silva, like Jason Hall, like Richard. If you became a subscriber recently, you might see your name up here as well. Thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate this amazing community. You guys can help me grow this community by telling a friend. If you know somebody who's hacking at photography that could need some help, please recommend my YouTube channel. Please make clips of my content. Share it to your social networks. I can't grow this channel without you. If this helps you, tell a friend. I appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you so much for watching.